Action! Hello.
Hi, I'm Tatiana with American Income. I spoke to you about the no-cost benefits and the Child Safe ID kits endorsed with the International Union of Police Association.
Right. Yeah, Mary's here.
Yeah, they have me using my laptop for quality control and to save time. So, hi Mary, how are you? Can we sit at your kitchen table near an outlet?
Cool. And how long does this take?
The quicker the better for me. They have me running around like crazy, and so they have me booked a person every hour on the hour.
Come on in.
So where are you guys from originally?
Ohio.
Ohio.
I'm from here.
So do you like Texas?
It's decent.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cold down here right now, actually, though. So I was
Yeah.
thinking that I would experience better weather,
Mhm.
but it didn't work out like that.
Right.
Joe,
It's only for a few days. It'll get back to hot weather.
yeah, like this weekend.
So where do you guys work?
Oh, I just work in sales.
South.
I'm a biomechanical engineer
Ooh, that's nice.
over at NASA, at the NASA plant.
So what do you do?
Make really creative things.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's over in Clear Lake, so
Mhm.
I only see him every so often. So you really caught us at a good time. He's
Oh,
always
that's
in
good,
Houston
that's good.
area.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay, so I'm from the Gonzales area. I don't know if you know where that's from. It's a small town down like south.
Isn't that where your aunt stays?
No, she just visited her friend there that time. You always think she stay there.
You're right.
Is that near Goliad?
It's no, it's more north. Goliad is like way south.
Oh.
So.
Well, Gonzales is important. My dad's insurance company for his business is out in Gonzales.
Mhm.
I don't remember the name of the company, but I've been there.
Right.
Wow, Joe, I really need to get my nails done. And
You
shortened.
really need to get some money.
So Joe, what's your date of birth?
December 5th, 1989.
Okay. Okay. So let me tell you exactly what my job is. First, I'm going to deliver your no-cost child safe ID kits, and then and your no-cost benefits, and then I'm going to go over the additional benefits that that you're entitled to if you qualify for it. So it is a two-part program. The first part protects your kid when something happens to them. The second part protects your kids if something happens to you. So my company, American Income, works with over 20,000 different unions, credit unions, and associations handling their additional benefits. So as the endorsed company by the International Union of Police Associations, you have access to the same exclusive benefits that groups like police officers and firefighters have had access to for years.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'll show you this quick video here that explains a quick introduction to the company. Let me play it.
Valuable offers and benefits available to you today.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so first, sorry about that. Joe and Mary, I'm going to deliver your child safe ID kits. I'm sure you know families with children, right?
Mm-hmm.
So through American Income, this kit is one of the most comprehensive on the market, and it gives the police exactly what they need to find a missing child. You can only get these from a visit from someone like me, and I have one of these for each of your 3 childs. So this kit, you'll put all of the personal information of your children, any physical, like moles, any markings on their bodies, and then a hair sample or a DNA sample, like a tooth, when their teeth fall off would be great too. And then here's an ink strip, you can put their fingerprints, and then here is a photo. You can attach a photo every year. Usually you can get the one from school that they send out, and then the age of the photo, and you can have this, and I'm sure you know, like, you hear on the news about human trafficking and kidnapping or a child running away from home, right?
Yeah.
So as the endorsed company to handle this business, you can get this out to 10 families with children. So, who is the first family we can get this kit out to?
Let's,
Your brother.
yeah, we can do my brother,
Okay, what's his name?
Jamar
And last name?
Gibson.
Okay. And his phone number?
555 95 155 72.
Okay. Okay. Who else?
My friend Jessica.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how many kids does your brother have?
3.
3. And then Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
And last name?
Last name is Warren.
And phone number?
Her number is 512
Mm-hmm.
377
Mm-hmm.
1325.
And how many children does she
She
have?
just has one. Her son's name is Jacob.
And she's in Austin as well?
She's Austin.
And your brother is Austin too? Okay, who's next?
Let's do Steve.
Yeah, Steve's our neighbor.
And his last name?
Smith.
And phone number?
His phone number.
555 673 2743.
Okay, who's next?
That's really it that we know people with kids.
We can do Jake.
Jake.
Oh, I forgot about Jake. Jake Wilson.
Okay. Jake Wilson. And his
I
number?
forgot about him. Huh?
Phone number?
Oh, it's 512 351 7976.
Okay, and then who's next?
That's really it.
That's
with the
really
kids.
all we know to people with kids that, I mean, are under 18 at least.
Okay, that's good. So the next no-cost benefit is this health services discount card. Since group benefits can change or be taken away, this no-cost benefit can give you up to 60% discount on eye care, hearing aids, prescription drugs, and chiropractic services. This brochure has all the enrollment information, including the toll-free number and the website that will help answer any of your questions. I'll leave this here for you. You can check it out after I leave.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next no-cost benefit is this accidental and death dismemberment. It is for Joe. It is a living. It is a living benefit that pays you $1,000 if you lose a hand, a foot, or the sight in one eye, and it doubles that for the loss of any two. And for Mary, this is a death benefit that pays you $2,000 if Joe die accidentally. Now, I know $2,000 isn't all the money in the world, but if Joe dies, I'm sure you can see how that will help, right?
Yes, I'll go to Vegas when you die on that.
Okay, so I need you to sign here, acknowledging the benefits and that Mary is your beneficiary. And then sign here, print, and then your date of birth. Okay, one more thing I need to do in case you were to die in a common accident is put 2 emergency contact numbers. It would be wise if they were over the age of 18, living outside your home, and local. So who's your first emergency?
I can put my mom down.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name is Kathy.
Kathy.
That's with a K.
And then her phone number?
It's area code 979 540 9164.
Okay.
Who else do you want?
Then who's the second?
Let's do my mom.
Yeah.
What's her name and last
Cynthia
name?
Johnson.
All right. Phone number?
555 555 5555.
Oh, that's an easy number.
Yeah, that's
I
all
bet
right.
you'll never
lucky.
forget it.
Never. She had it since I was born.
Right. So one more thing I need to do. Can you? I need your help. Can you help me with something?
What is it?
So
Depends.
American Income gives me 10 of these gift certificates that they let me use to any 10 families you introduce to me. This won't cause you or them anything. Worst case scenario, they get more insurance and you help me out. So everyone always gives this to their emergency contact because that's who they're closest to. So aside from them, let's get this out to 3 more people. So who's the first family we can get this kid out to?
Oh God, my brother needs to get his life together. He can certainly use some of that.
Right. What's your brother's name?
Byron.
And last name?
KALBAS.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need his phone number too?
Yes, please.
His phone number is area code 979
Mm-hmm.
540
Mm-hmm.
0056.
Okay. And then who's next?
My friend, I think Nikki could use it.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki's Byron's girlfriend. And she has a son, so she could probably use that child safe kit too.
Oh, right.
I forgot about her.
So just one son.
Yeah, but he's older. I don't know how old they have to be. Drew is 16.
Oh, that's good. He's still a child. So what's their phone number?
Nikki's phone number is 979 968 2563.
Okay, so who's next?
Tony.
Tony.
Oh yeah, Tony Soprano.
What's your phone number?
277
Mm-hmm.
777
You have a lot of easy numbers.
99
7777.
9927. Yeah, my family like to keep it simple.
That's good. Who's next?
That's really it.
Yeah.
Everybody
My
else,
neighbor, I don't know his number, but I'll walk you over there.
and I don't
What
think
are
anybody
they?
else is comfortable. I mean, like they would want us to let them know first. I think I
Well,
wouldn't
you
want
can
to give it
always-
out without asking them if they
Mhm.
wanted it. Some people are
you
weird.
can. I can still put them down, and then I'll just call you, so you can give me the heads up.
I better not, because they're my coworkers and I have to work with them. So, I mean, I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, if anything comes up, I can still get their information. So one thing I need you to do is I need you to give these the people you just gave me their phone numbers to a call or a text. If you want to text them right now, letting them know that I will be getting in contact with them in the next few days.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, so the reason this is a 2-part program is because right now families are dealing with some serious gaps in their coverage. That's why it was important enough to send me out here personally and review the concerns with you. So the first concern has to do with funeral and final expenses. So has any of y'all have to deal with the funeral or like?
I have not. I haven't had anybody close to me die.
I mean, I haven't actually helped plan a
Mhm.
funeral. I've, lost people before.
Yeah, so
Attended them. Yeah.
funerals right now typically cost between like $14,000 to $15,000, and families don't really have that kind of money laying around. So this concern helps protect that, and then funerals usually want to get paid right away. So like no one really has $14,000 right away, right? And so the next concern has to do with paycheck loss. When a member dies, if they're the breadwinner, they are gonna their income also, you lose their income as well. So you won't be receiving the income if a breadwinner dies. So that's another concern. The mortgage is when a family lose their breadwinner, they also could lose the house. So that's another concern that we take. And then the fourth concern is the children's protection. In the job, through your job, you typically don't have permanent child benefits, so they can be at risk, and this could jeopardize their future education, right?
Mhm.
And so the fifth concern has to do with copay, deductibles, and loss of wages. So health insurance pays doctors, but like if you're in the hospital, who's paying you? Like you're losing income, and so
right.
this helps any out-of-pocket expenses.
Oh.
So the sixth concern is loss in pension and retirement accounts. So unexpected situations can create dramatic pension reductions. The seventh concern has to do with terminal illness such as cancer. So according to the American Cancer Society, men have 1 in 2 to develop cancer or die from cancer. And so that for women, that's like 1 in 3. So that's like really high. And so the medical expenses for cancer is one of the leading causes to families' bankruptcies in the United States. So that's a concern that we take. The last concern has to do with affordability. We sit down with people making $7 an hour and some that are making $47 an hour. Some are working tons overtime and some are being laid off. They wanted this to be affordable for everyone. So Joe, do you typically work a 40-hour a week? So let's say your boss comes up to you tomorrow and asks you that and tells you that because business has been good, they're going to start paying you for 41 hours instead of 40. Now with that extra hour, are you and Mary going to go buy matching Ferraris or start construction on your new home?
Probably not.
Right.
No, hell no.
So like on the flip side, let's say your boss comes up to you and tells you that because the job has been slow, and instead of laying you or your coworkers off, they're just going to send everyone home an hour early on Friday. So you'll be working 39 hours instead of 40. So with that hour, would you have to get rid of like cable or cancel dentist appointments for the kids or take food off the table?
No.
No, right. So like an hour difference doesn't really change anything. So the last no cause benefit is a needs analysis. I will ask you some questions. If you have any questions, if there's a need, I will make a recommendation. If there's no need, I won't make any recommendations.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your date of birth, Mary?
It's November 24
Mm-hmm.
of 82. I robbed the cradle with Joe.
And then your child's oldest to youngest, so his first and last name and date of birth.
November 3rd,
Mm-hmm.
2011.
And his name? Or her name?
Logan.
Logan. Okay, and who is your second child?
Asher.
Mm-hmm.
January 13th.
13. I'm from January 12th.
Oh, you must be a pretty bad girl.
No. Usually Capricorns are the best.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta do my research. I haven't heard that one.
I've only heard Sagittarius is the best. Haven't you? Yeah.
I really don't hear much from her. And your last child's name?
Asher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his last name?
No.
Or-
Our baby's name?
your 3-year-old.
Oh, the 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her name is Sunflower.
Oh, that's cute.
Obama Johnson. Sunflower Obama.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
Yeah.
Well, it was an interesting time in our lives, so
Yeah.
you have to know us.
That's cute. Okay, so I'm gonna ask some health questions. Any internal cancer in the past 2 years? No. Any insulin, diabetes, cardiovascular disease?
None.
Currently on oxygen, terminal illness, Alzheimer's?
Nope,
Have you used tobacco in the past 12 months?
I haven't.
So yes, okay. Currently on probation or parole?
No.
No?
We're not that
Arrested or
excited.
convicted from
Not really.
the
We're boring, no.
no?
No conviction.
Okay, so Joe, after what's your monthly take-home pay after tax?
Probably like 8,000.
Okay. And Mary?
I think I've done this before. I think it was about 7,200.
Mm-hmm.
I took a reduction in pay to take the position I'm at now. I used to make significantly more. It used to be about 12,500 a take home.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
So did you were like, I'm
I
tired
just
of
went and
that.
seen my kids.
Yeah, they're tiny. They need their mom.
Well, they're only young ones.
So do you rent or own?
We own.
Own, and what is your mortgage balance?
What is it, about 205? We haven't been in this house very long, so I want to say it's somewhere around there, maybe 200.
And then the years remaining.
Oh gosh, 27 out of a 30, or 27 or 28 out of a, I think 27 out of a 30-year mortgage.
Okay. And so you use a local
Yeah, bank, yeah.
checking savings.
Yeah, we have checking and savings. Those kids like to drain it though. And this one over here likes electronics, so.
Right. Okay, so let me review the recommendations with you. Okay. Alright, so this is a mandatory read-off letter. It explains the enrollment process. So instead of reading this whole thing, I'm just going to summarize it for you. So what it's basically saying is if as I'm going through the benefits and you're thinking to yourself, wow, these are some really great benefits and I can see why everyone has approved and why everyone's doing it, then I'm going to go ahead and ask you to apply today. On the flip side, if I'm going through the benefits and you're thinking, wow, these are some really great benefits, but they don't really feel a need for me and my family right now, I'm actually going to ask you not to apply today. Either way, yes or no, that decision does have to be made today in fairness to everyone else waiting to be enrolled. They can do it this way because everything has been checked, rechecked, and approved by over 20,000 groups that set this up to be a no-brainer. So it's going to be an easy yes or no. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay. So either way, they still want your opinion on this officer report form, which is sort of like my report card. If you could just fill that out for me.
Told you, they ain't gonna be trying to sell us something.
I'm just
She's
here
nice,
to give
though.
you the information. Okay.
How long have you been doing this?
I just started like a month ago, so I'm pretty new at this.
Okay.
But it's really fun.
You're
I like
doing pretty good.
Thank you. Okay, so where is my paper? Alright. So I'm going to review your areas of concern using an illustration. So let's say that currently at your current, like with your 2 jobs, you're making $1,050 per week. And you have your group benefits and everything. So let's say a job opens up tomorrow and you get, we'll call this job B. At job B, you have the same group benefits, the same responsibilities, the same co-workers and everything. But with job B, you're getting paid $1,020, so like about an hour's wage different. But like you said before, it doesn't really change anything. But that 1 hour will eliminate all of your concerns, right? So the first concern has to do with funeral and final expenses. There's a 100% chance your family will need this, and I will let this video explain. Okay.
The warmth of
We just
family
love you,
is one
Dave.
of the most beautiful and valued things in life. For this reason, saying goodbye to a loved one can be difficult. And even more so when we are not prepared. The emotional distress adds to the financial.
Okay, so the freedom of choice, so this is the freedom of choice. The freedom of choice is set up to take care of this burden for your family. It is funded through whole life insurance. That way it is there when, not if your family needs it. This helps take care of any existing insurance and savings that your family has. Right now with your current job, you don't have this. So the next thing people want to secure for family is income. So when the loss of Joe, if you die accidentally, this would catch Mary off guard. So when Joe dies, I'm sure you know you'll miss him, but when time goes by, you'll be missing his paycheck too, right?
Yeah.
So
For sure.
what this would do, it will pay Mary $3,000 out for 60 months, and then if Mary were to die, it will pay you $150 out for 3 years or 36 months.
Okay.
Okay, and then another thing people want to secure for their family is their home. So the American Income will provide $100,000 of coverage for this. If you die unexpectedly during your working years, it would probably be due to an accident. So to give you more, this is funded by the accidental death benefit. Right now with your current job, you don't have this. The next concern has to do with your children's future education. American Income is going to give you $50,000 or $100,000 for your children, or $50,000 for each. And right now with your current job, you don't have this. Also included is a $10,000 life insurance plan for your children 18 and under that qualified. And when they turn 21, this can be converted up to 5 times that amount, or $50,000 of permanent life insurance with no questions asked. Your children would thank you for having the foresight to get this set up for them. So the next concern has to do with lost income if you were to get injured or be in an accident. So this benefit will pay you up to $100 every time you go in for a bump, a bruise, or a bee sting, any type of accident or injury. And if you're overnight in the hospital, it will pay you $200 per night, and double that for intensive care, or $400. So if you're in the hospital, what are you not doing?
Work.
You're not working.
Working. And if you're not working, what are you not making?
Money.
No money,
Right, and do bills still come in?
unfortunately.
Exactly. So with this benefit, if you're injured off or on the job, you get $1,000. If you're in the hospital for 5 days, you'll get $1,000. In addition, if you lose a hand or foot or the sight in one eye, it'll pay you $10,000 and double that or $20,000 for the loss of any too. Right now with your current job, you don't have any of these benefits. And
No, we don't have any of that, no.
So if you die unexpectedly, it will stop your pension and your Social Security accumulation. So the remaining spouse, Mary or Joe, and the children will receive an additional $20 to $100,000, and this is set up for both of you. That way you both are protected.
That's nice.
And so another important feature of this program is that if you get diagnosed with a terminal illness such as cancer, you can access half of your freedom of choice and income protection. So this will give Joe, you'll have $97,500, and Mary, you'll have $34,500, and so the remaining will be paid out to your family. This will give you will have this set up to put your family in the best financial situation before you die.
And that's available immediately.
Right.
Okay.
Immediately.
That's a lot, yeah. Yeah,
So-
you would get a lot if you were diagnosed with cancer. I would.
Hmm.
You see that on there?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so American Income has been around for over 20 plus years, and we have an A+ financial rating. So unlike your group benefits, which you can lose, these benefits are permanent and portable. And if you're involved in a qualified layoff, the benefits are covered for up to 3 months. And if you happen to be in a strike, the benefits are covered for up to 12 months.
You could have used that last year.
Mm-hmm.
Burden.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so like I said, you do need to qualify for this benefit, so let me go over some health questions to see where we're at.
Okay.
Have you ever been treated for alcohol abuse,
Nope.
membership? Has anyone ever used drugs prescribed by a physician, tranquilizers? No. Have you ever had a driver license suspended or revoked?
No.
No. Do you in the last 2 years, or do you intend to fly other than a passenger?
Nope.
No, we don't do that. We have friends who do that.
Okay. Has there's really hard to read. Do you do any of the following activities: auto, motorcycle, boat racing, parachute activities, skydiving? No.
We went, no, that was snorkeling, not scuba diving. Never mind. No,
Scuba diving?
no, we went snorkeling when we were in Cozumel last time.
Okay. Have you advised to take laws or receive any diagnosed treatment for high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack, stroke, blood circulation disorder? Treated for the following conditions: diabetes,
No diabetes.
no diabetes, mental disease, any nervous system and the brain disorder? No. Arthritis, back, knees, and trouble with the back, knees, or joints?
No, no.
No. So, have you ever been advised to take a test and receive like any cancer, tumor, unexpected masses? Nope.
No,
Any policy? Have you? Nope.
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 None of that.
Any
No,
of
we're
that?
all
Nothing
no.
on the
Probably.
list, yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. So I'm not an underwriter, but based on what I see, it seems like you should be able to qualify for
Perfect,
the
perfect.
benefits.
Well, just leave us with this information. We're gonna talk it over a bit, think
Yeah.
about it, and we'll give you a call back.
Yeah, I understand that. But like I mentioned before, we only meet with members every enrollment period, and the enrollments run between 3 to 4 years. So like I know how much you like the program and how much you I'm pretty sure you know that your family needs it. So I wouldn't want to take anything from you. So I'm sure if you wouldn't mind if Mary and the children will receive $25,000 extra,
No.
you wouldn't mind that. And if this was offered for you for free, I'm sure you would take it, right?
Probably,
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
love
so-
free stuff, man.
Yeah, so it's a matter of if $15 per week is comfortable for you. Do you feel like that would take food off your table?
No.
No?
No, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay, so this is the draft dates. It's a computerized banking system, so they take it out monthly from your bank account, and they can do it this way because you can get the lowest rates. So between it gives you the option to choose between the 6th and the 20th. So between the 6th and the 20th, what is the best date to draft the?
I like all my stuff on the 1st. I pay everything, get it out the way, and have the whole rest of my month.
On the 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the closest to that will be the 6th. Would that work?
You said between the
6th and the 20th?
6th and the 20th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, let's do it the 6th. Let's do it the 6th.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're thinking backwards, aren't you? Bless his heart. He's tired today.
Okay, so at some point in everyone's life, they become uninsurable. This means they can't get insurance anymore. So if the program comes back, there's 3 possible outcomes. The first part is standard approved. That means that you have minor to perfect health. And the second option is that you can fall somewhere in between. The groups we work with wanted everyone to be approved, so they create a category called special risk, where the program will be a few more dollars depending if, where you are. So like someone with the same health profile you'll pay the same as someone in the same health profile. So think about it like car insurance. Like someone that has a lot of speeding tickets wouldn't pay the same as someone with a perfect record, right? So the third option is a counter offer. They make this offer for someone that they may not have covered in the past as a last chance to get covered. So if the program comes back different than what we discussed, would a few extra dollars be a problem for you?
Not in general. It depends how much it is, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah, they will give you a call, and they won't make any draft without your consent.
Okay.
Okay. So Joe and Mary, a lot of people take advantage of this program, because of the value, and the cost is very low compared to the many benefits that you get. So benefits that you get. like I said before, a member usually cancels, could be a week, a month, or a year later, and then we end up seeing the same members the next enrollment period, and they are wanting to reapply for the benefits. But the problem is that now the program is more expensive because their age changed, and sometimes the member can't even get into the program because their health has changed. The point is, this is not a short-term fix. This is a long-term solution, and the longer you're in the program, the more the value. So if this $100 is uncomfortable for you, do you feel like you need to change it? Let's do it while I'm here. How does everything feel?
Cool.
Good? Okay. Well, Joe and Mary, please keep this program in place, and the next time I see you, you're going to be really happy you did.
All right.